During the late Eastern Han Dynasty, war raged across the land. After Yuan Shao's death, his two sons, Yuan Shang and Yuan Shi, fled to Liaodong and sought refuge with the local warlord, Gongsun Kang. Cao Cao's generals eagerly requested to fight. "General, give the order. Let us take Liaodong while we can." Cao Cao shook his head. He said, "Not yet. Wait." The generals did not understand. Cao Cao said, "We don't need to fight. Gongsun Kang will send their heads to us." This is watching a fire from the other side of the river. Yuan Shao was the strongest warlord in the north. After the Battle of Guandu, he was defeated by Cao Cao and died of illness. His two sons, Yuan Shang and Yuan Shi, inherited his remaining forces. But the brothers fought each other. Cao Cao seized the opportunity and defeated them one by one. With nowhere left to run, the Yuan brothers fled to Liaodong and sought refuge with Gongsun Kang. Gongsun Kang was the local ruler of Liaodong, far from the central court, beyond anyone's reach. Cao Cao's generals said, "If the Yuan brothers join forces with Gongsun Kang, they will be a threat forever. Strike while they are still settling in." But Cao Cao did not move. He sat in his tent, reading and drinking tea. As if nothing was happening, Gongsun Kang hosted a banquet in the city for the Yuan brothers. Halfway through the wine, Gongsun Kang suddenly realized he had only one city, yet he was hosting two emperors. Yuan Shang and Yuan Shi were defeated, but they carried the Yuan name. The Yuan family had held high office for 4 generations. Their followers were everywhere. As long as they lived, people would rally behind them. The more Gongsun Kang thought about it, the more afraid he became. He asked his advisor, "Where is Cao Cao now?" The advisor said, "At the border." "He hasn't moved." Gongsun Kang broke out in a cold sweat. Cao Cao wasn't attacking him because he couldn't. He was waiting for Gongsun Kang to make a choice. Choose right and live. Choose wrong and die. That night, Gongsun Kang made his decision. He invited the Yuan brothers for another drink. Before the wine could be finished, the blade had already fallen. The next day, at Cao Cao's camp, a messenger from Liaodong knelt outside the tent, holding a wooden box in both hands. Cao Cao opened the box. Inside were 2 heads, Yuan Shang and Yuan Shi. Cao Cao glanced at them and set the box down. He said to his generals, "You see, I didn't fight a single battle, and Liaodong is mine." The generals knelt. "Your foresight amazes us. We yield." Cao Cao said, "It's not me. Gongsun Kang was even more afraid of the Yuan brothers than I was. If I hadn't attacked, he had time to kill them. If I had attacked, he would have seen them as allies. Standing on the other side of the river, you see more clearly than when you jump in." Watching a fire from the other side of the river. The name sounds a bit cold, but it speaks to a truth about waiting. Have you noticed, sometimes the faster you rush, the sooner you lose. The problems you rush to solve may solve themselves. The enemies you rush to defeat may destroy themselves. The true master is not the one who charges to the front. It is the one standing on the other side, seeing most clearly. He knows some fires are not yours to put out. Some battles are not yours to fight. You only need to watch. Let the fire burn what it must, and walk over when the ashes settle. Impulse is instinct. Waiting is wisdom. That's the story for tonight. Next time, we'll talk about Stratagem 10, covering the dagger with a smile. A story about a smile that hides a deadly blade. Good night.